Hello everyone, welcomes to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Most despised TLC husband, Kody Brown or Garrick Merrifield? Who is the most despised TLC spouse, Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown, or seeking Sister Wife star Garrick Merrifield? Both believe that they are God's gift to women, Kody with his six-pack physique. Whereas Garrick has single-handedly persuaded his wife, Danielle, to divorce him in the name of God so he could be with other women. Therefore, who is worse in the long run? Fans have weighed in, so keep reading for the answer. Did Kody Brown walk so that Garrick Merrifield could run? Kody came onto the TLC scene in 2010 with a perfectly functional plural family. He had 3 spouses, 12 children with one on the way, and was courting a 4th wife. They were able to make a household operate and live in one home, with Kody making a smooth rotation to each wife. Things did seem to change when they moved to Las Vegas, as each wife had their own home and Kody plainly favored his 4th wife, Robin. As time went on, his 2nd and 3rd spouses, Janelle and Christine Brown, found their voices amid his favoritism. They stood up to him and would not let him dictate any longer. By the end of season 18, he was down to just 1 wife. As for Garrick, he heard a calling from God several years back and determined he needed more wives. He and his wife, Danielle, have attempted to recruit women, typically from Brazil, but it is just failing. A Reddit thread was started, noting how Garrick and Kody would make excellent friends, and pointed out why. I believe they're both narcissistic jerks that hide behind God on their absolutely awful decision-making. The only difference is Kody found his young side piece, Garrick is still trying to purchase his. I believe Kody Brown got into polygamy for the religious side and his ego. I believe Garrick just wants to have **X with multiple women. I said the same thing last night to my wife, that Kody and Ick are like the same person and could get along very well. One comment from above noted that the TLC stars seemed like the same individual. However, another added that Kody Brown appeared to have entered into polygamy for religious purposes. He genuinely wished to have multiple wives and create this very large family. However, Garrick Merrifield has been using God to justify all of his female encounters. Yet, in the end, when it comes to who is worse as a parent and an overall human being, Kody steals the cake. Kody is a POS, because of what he did to his sons and kids. If I bring up what I really want, they will probably withdraw it. Robin can have him, we all recall that haunting line. So Ick is disgusting and perverted, but Kody has done so much irreparable harm to his kids, ex-wives, belittling them on TV. When he belittled the wives, he belittled the kids too. It's disgusting. Kody did choose his 4th wife and her 5 children in the end, and has been estranged from several of his elder children. Yes, his late son, Garrison Brown, who perished by apparent suicide, did say that Robin could have him. Garrick and Danielle have subjected their kids to too much, but it does not appear that they have said anything near to what Kody did to his kids. In the end, Kody Brown has become the most despised TLC spouse. For his ego, a victory is a win. Do you concur with this? Let us know and watch Seeking Sister Wife Mondays on TLC. Sister Wife star Garrison Brown's roommate heard something in his room the night he died. I'm sorry, I didn't check on him. One of Garrison Brown's companions emotionally told a Flagstaff police officer her experience at their home the night the 25-year-old reality star tragically took his own life. In body cam footage obtained by a news outlet, an officer can be heard saying that Garrison was found deceased in his bedroom with a pistol in his lap. There was 1 bullet casing discovered, but no suicide note. After the brief investigation of the scene, a cop contacts Garrison's roommate, only identified as Cheyenne, and asks her if she's near her home. She tells him that she will not return at the house all day, and asks him to explain the issue over the phone. The officer tells her that Garrison, who she knew by his first name, Robert, had perished by suicide the night prior. Cheyenne gasps in astonishment and expresses her disbelief as she bursts into tears. Oh my goodness. I heard something last night and I didn't think anything about it, she says. It must have been 8 or 9 o'clock. I heard something and it sounded like a pop cannon. Like it was really silent. In the footage, Cheyenne clarifies it didn't sound to her like an actual firearm. She explains it sounded more like a toy and she didn't think anything of it at the time. She also tells police that she only knew Garrison in passing, but that they had recently started talking about how he was struggling with drinking and some of the shame that he held around that other than day-to-day, how's work going conversations. I'm sorry I didn't check on him last night, she adds tearfully. Later in the footage, the officer speaks with another roommate by the name of Addison who confesses Garrison had been pretty depressed and drinks every night. He also verifies Garrison had never expressed any serious thoughts of suicide other casual, exaggerated jokes. As okay. Previously reported, Garrison's death was verified on Tuesday, March 5, after his younger brother Gabriel, 22, went to check on him at his Arizona home. Kody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown, his parents, Janelle and Kody Brown, said in a joint statement. He was a bright light in the lives of all who knew him. His loss will leave such a large hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you kindly respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory. Why none of Kody Brown's children want to be a polygamist? Kody Brown is the bane of sister wives' existence due to his apparently narcissistic ways. During season 1, the patriarch bragged about how wonderful it was to be a practicing polygamist, but his children never seemed enamored by the practice. None of the Brown children have chosen to live in a plural marriage, and I think that is fairly telling. The principle that Kody, Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, Robin Brown, and Christine Brown have centered their entire lives around has been rejected by the children that were reared within it. Over the years, Kody has conveyed a desire for the children to choose plural marriage. The father of 18 has also expressed some regret in moving all of his children away from their community when evacuating Lehi, Utah. But as TLC viewers saw, none of Kody's unions were wholesome. He also alluded to perhaps this is the reason why his offspring are not following his faith. Kody blames living in Las Vegas, but forgets it was his choice to relocate the family to Sin City. Kody enjoyed having power over the women, as he often showed by not allowing them to have a say in their lives. When it came to significant moves, he was the last and deciding vote, so even if the wives were against something like the move to Arizona, it didn't matter because Kody always made the final call. The spouses also didn't have their finances until later in life. But perhaps the worst thing the children had to witness, growing up, was how badly Kody manipulated their feelings. Why would anyone want to juggle multiple spouses after witnessing Kody fail so miserably? Even though Kody doesn't seem to be close with or take an interest in most of his children, I believe, genuinely, it eats him up that his children have not chosen plural marriage. But the students have opinions, and many of them have not held back. While speaking to his mother during an episode on season 18, Paydon Brown shared, "When we first went public, the purpose of going public was to say, polygamy works. I don't think it works in my family anymore.